Hey y'all!
Hello!
So, welcome back. So, we are on our last day on the MSC Seashore, and we figured, with it being the last day, that we're going to give you guys what we like, what we didn't like, the ins and outs of the MSC Seashore. So, what
On
do you
our
want to
7-day excursion, I love it.
You love it?
Love it.
So, overall, we loved it. We liked it so much that we decided to book the same ship again.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start with our room. Absolutely love this room. I like it's a decent size. It's an interior room. If you look at our previous video, you'll see everything about the room. Our room steward, his name is Carl. He's been absolutely great. And actually MSC is one of the only cruise lines that does 2 room cleanings per day. Yeah, so that's a plus. Hello, check with MSC. Norwegian,
nice.
Royal, Carnival, all of those other cruise lines, they're down to 1, and then they charge you way more. Confusing. But yeah, the room has been great.
Well, we'll touch on why they charge you more.
Okay,
later in the video. Keep watching.
Alright, so the room, wonderful. The ship is absolutely beautiful.
Great. Beautiful, modern, new ship.
Yeah. And everywhere you go, there's always people cleaning.
We were next to Harmony of the Seas, which is the Oasis class on Royal Caribbean, and the Seashore, which is the ship we're on, was about the same size.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit not as wide, but about the same size. So you still get that mega ship experience.
Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, like everywhere you go, there's always crew members cleaning. They're always cleaning.
Very clean ship.
Yeah.
So we can touch on that. We usually touch on the guests. We've had a great experience with the guests in the ship. A mixed bag of people, age range, and it's a European cruise line, so many different nationalities. The staff has been wonderful. You know, you don't see people like berating the staff, demanding, things that they shouldn't be demanding. I haven't seen that once. I saw a drunk lady who started trying to tip the staff in poker chips, but
Yeah, I mean, some
you
of
can't
the
avoid
staff,
that when you have drink packages.
not some of the staff. Some of the guests have obviously been like characters, and they're weird, and we'll make fun of them. But everybody's been great
In the kindest way.
And the only time I ever saw a guest like berating a staff member was a child at the bar. Why is there a child at the bar?
Yeah.
Is beyond me, but that's neither here nor there. The crew member paid the child no mind, as they should, because children should be seen and not heard. But moving to the food. Every single time that we have gone to the dining room, the food has been spectacular.
Yeah. I haven't had anything bad. I mean, if you're a picky eater, I could take you to a Michelin star restaurant, you'll probably find problems. So just expect that, because if I have to hear another person on another cruise ship complain about food, well, you can't make everyone happy.
Don't cruise.
Yeah, or don't go out. Just cook for yourself if you're picky.
No, but the main dining room has been really, really good. We've only gone to the main dining room 5 out of the 7 nights.
Yep.
And each night was good experience. Staff, amazing. The food was great. The buffet, same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, the buffet has a wide selection, but like he said, picky eaters. I am a very picky eater, and I have managed to pile my plate with food because there's been so many options for a picky eater, and they're delicious options. Their pizza, oh my goodness.
The best pizza at sea. I mean, it's an Italian cruise line, so if
heard
they
it,
weren't, you should be worried.
But we've heard it from several like cruise vlogs and everything that they're saying that MSC has the best pizza at sea. And we're like, you know what, let's test it out.
I haven't heard one person complain about the pizza.
Everyone
and we're in a group
the
of, 30 people?
No, there's not 30 people in our group.
Oh, it feels like it. It was like 20 then. But yeah, no, everyone loves the pizza. I mean, late night, you have a line around the buffet getting pizza. So get there early.
I will say, with dining, do not make the same mistake that I did. So I was under the impression that when you book an MSC cruise and they give you dining, they will say 5:30 to 7:30. In my mind, that meant you have a window to go eat between this time and this time. That is not the case. That time frame is get here at 5:30, get out by 7:30. That's what they're telling you.
So show up on time, folks.
Yeah, show up on time. Don't make the same mistake we did.
Yeah. And I don't know how we didn't remember from last year's cruise, but
we don't remember a lot of things.
There's a few cruises we've taken between now and then.
Yeah,
on different cruise lines.
And there's a lot of drinks that have been had between then and now.
So talking about the drinks, we have the Easy Plus package, which includes almost anything that you would want. Now the great thing is, you can spring for the higher package, but if you're not drinking like premium bourbon or stuff like that,
don't bother.
It's not worth it. If you do and you don't drink a lot of that, then all they do is just charge you the difference, which is a few dollars.
So we're big vodka drinkers, and we're getting Kettle One, Tito's, Stoli, Smirnoff, Absolute. No, I'm not saying that we're drinking all of that. We drink Kettle One.
Yeah.
But like those are all of our options, and that's pretty much like all the better vodkas. I'm sure there's better out there. I'm not versed in vodka, but
you have very good options.
You have very good options.
You'll be happy.
You're not limited,
options.
so Easy Plus is going to be your sweet spot. The drinks. We were under the impression that a lot of cruise lines water down their drinks. Not the case. We have seen them open brand new bottles of liquor, and they are very heavy-handed. I don't know if it's just this cruise, but they are pouring some strong drinks. Mm-hmm. Okay, so please drink responsibly.
And the bar staff is very friendly.
Drink very responsibly.
Everyone has been just great.
Yeah, everybody.
Especially on a ship this size, it's hard, but they manage to do a good job making everyone happy, which is impossible.
Very impossible. You cannot go anywhere. Like, aside from the fact that the guests have been great.
Yeah.
Not great. They've been good. The guests have been good. You cannot go anywhere without hearing someone complaining about something.
Right.
And I've said.
But you get that on land too.
Cruises, trips, vacations in general are what you make of it.
Yep.
So if you're going to go on a trip with the mindset, I'm not going to have a good time. I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to find something to complain about. Guess what? You're going to be miserable.
Yeah, just stay home.
If
you're miserable at home, you're going to be miserable on a ship.
Yeah.
You're going to be miserable at the Grand Canyon. You're going to be miserable at the Wall of China.
Stay home, work your 9 to 5, and don't complain.
Just don't
that you're
vacation.
Miserable.
Save your money, though.
Yeah.
Put that in your 401k.
There's people like us that we're just having a grand old time, and we're just happy to be on vacation.
Yeah.
So.
And we also have a good time at home. We're just fun people. What can we say?
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So the next one is entertainment. The entertainment he does. Okay. The entertainment has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, which has not always been our case.
He does not like the show called Encore. He is not a fan of musicals.
Yeah.
If anyone knows Ryan, you will know that Ryan will instantly fall asleep the minute the overture starts in a musical.
You will not hear me complain about it because I know that I don't like musicals. I'm not
a
theater person. I don't. It's just not my jam.
Yeah.
But they had some Shania Twain at the Divas concert, and I had the time of my life. I thought the show went by in like 2 minutes because I was like loving every second of it.
It was like every show that we've been to has been absolutely wonderful. The comedy show, oh my god.
The best comedian I have ever had on a cruise ship. He's blown everyone out of the water. Yeah. I mean, skilled. And I think he travels between cruise lines. Royal, he said he started out on Carnival, which he had some fun jokes about Carnival. Not bashing you Carnival folks out there, but there's a lot of good jokes.
Yeah, I mean, it is true that when a Royal MSC or an MCL ship passes a Carnival ship, that they do lock their doors. So, but no, the entertainment has been really great. Now, something that has absolutely nothing to do with the cruise ship, our ports of call. We've been to Costa Maya, we've been to Cozumel many, many times.
If you go to Costa Maya, if you're not planning on leaving the port, just plan on shopping.
Yeah.
It's a shopping port. It's small. It's locally built by the little town. There's a big history with the town. You can do a tour if you want. But if you plan on leaving, plan on driving about an hour on a two-way road for miles.
With tarantulas.
But it's going to take you to the Chichobin ruins, which is one of the best ruins you can see on a cruise ship. I can't say Mexico because I don't know personally. But I will say on a cruise ship, it's one of the best ruins you're going to see. Mm-hmm. And it's about an hour.
It was about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour trip.
Yeah.
Each way.
It was worth it. But
absolutely
we did that. We did that on our last cruise.
Yeah.
And then in Cozumel, your options are limitless. Like we did an ATV excursion, but we've also done like other things. We go to their grocery stores. We do just like feel free to explore. Cozumel is very safe, as is Costa Maya. Just you have to be aware of wildlife. We did see a giant tarantula, and they do warn you that there's boa constrictors. There's
we went snorkeling with jellyfish.
Yeah, there was jellyfish in the water. We didn't get stung, luckily.
It's a tropical island.
Just be aware.
It's like any other tropical island in the world.
Yeah, be aware of your surroundings. One of our ports of call that has everything to do with this cruise line is Ocean Cay. Which any Royal Caribbean cruisers, y'all know about Coco Cay and Labadee. So MSC has Ocean Cay, like NCL has Great Stirrup Cay, Carnival has Princess Cay.
Yeah.
Like their Ocean Cay is what you would expect from a private island. It's the beach. You get to enjoy the natural wonder of the tropics without thinking, dang, they really, like, they just put an amusement park on a little island, and they're milking you for all your money. They have little shops, but
I don't think anything there is an upcharge.
No.
I think they give you full access to the entire island.
It is an upcharge if you don't have the drink package. So if you're planning on drinking on the island and you don't have the drink package, obviously you're going to have to pay.
Well, yeah, that's anywhere.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go on the wave runners or something. But again, that's expected. You're going to pay more for that. But you're not, it's not like, oh, you can't go over here unless you pay $100.
And then they have
to sit on a different beach.
They have a beautiful light show, laser show.
They have a lighthouse.
At the end of the night.
They have a lighthouse at the edge of the island near where the ship ports, and then they do a laser show with that, and the whole entire thing lights up. It's wonderful.
It's really pretty.
They do a music theme with it. I will recommend though. Some of the people we were with mentioned we don't know because we weren't on the ship when it was going on, but we recommend that you go on the beach and watch it because they put music with the light show and it makes more sense than watching it from the ship where you can't hear the music. So yeah, that's my tip.
Also they have bonfires?
Yeah, they did I think it was a bonfire.
They had several.
Oh, it was a disco on the beach. Yeah.
That was really cool.
At night, because we stayed overnight on this one. It might not apply if you go for one day.
But you're still able to see the whole light show and then board the ship once the light show is
Oh yeah,
over.
because it usually leaves at night. So yeah, that you might still get that then.
But our MSC Seashore experience this time around, we are so much happier that we were on the ship longer. We had
I think they've gotten better. It's a newer cruise. It's the newest cruise line, major cruise line.
Yeah.
I think them and Virgin.
And they're like we've been sailing with them now for 4 years. One cruise pretty much a year, and they're getting progressively better. Ocean Cay is getting progressively better. Like they're figuring out their niche with the U.S. because they are, like he said, it's an Italian cruise line, so they know what to do in Europe. But coming here, it's very new to them. They're trying to get their foot in the door with the United States. Get that clientele going.
That's a great segue into the pricing.
Yeah.
So, just because it is a more affordable cruise line doesn't mean you're
getting
sacrificing. Yeah, you're not sacrificing quality. because I feel like I'm on a Norwegian ship. I feel like I'm on a Royal ship. I feel like it's wonderful. I don't see why it's cheaper. The only reason I know why it's cheaper is because they're trying to break into our market. So right now it's cheaper. It might not always be cheaper. They might end up charging in the future what a Royal ship costs because you are getting that same exact quality. Now, you loyal to Royals, I am the same way. And you might be rolling your eyes saying, oh, well, you can't compete with Icon or Oasis. But, you know,
They're not trying to.
Different strokes for different folks. I love the fact that this cruise line has a very diverse atmosphere. Whereas on Royal Caribbean, you kind of just get the same thing. And I love Royal, so not bashing them. But I think for the price, I mean, our cabin on Icon at one point was going for 30 grand for a week. And not that it doesn't cost that now.
7 days.
No, it doesn't cost that now, but like, you just look at what are you spending for what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need to look at.
Yeah.
And what you're getting on MSC, even though you're paying less, well, they're trying to break into a market. They're trying to build a market share. So you could totally take advantage of that, because we have been. Because it might not always be that cheap. And who knows? It's also not owned by a corporation. It's owned by a single woman who owns MSC Shipping Company. And she's the richest woman in the world. So they can afford to take these risks and play with their own prices because they don't have shareholders to appease.
Oh, also something really, really cool that MSC does is they have the one-time status match. So let's say those loyal to Royals or those that are loyal to Norwegian, whatever brand you're loyal to, if you're up there in status, I say at least once try an MSC, but before you do your status match. Just Google it, how to status match MSC to whatever company, and all you need to do is you're going to send them a picture of your loyalty rewards and your first and last name. Yeah. As long as you have a reservation, they will match. Or
if you go to book, contact Tony and he will help you do your status match, because we walked on this ship with the highest status pretty much you can get.
Yeah.
Because of other cruise lines.
Norwegian status. So my parents, the next time that they're on the ship, they're going to be Yacht Club status.
Because they're double diamond or something?
They're Diamond Plus on Royal. So do your status match, and then at least one time, before you judge, at least one time try MSC. Make your own opinion, formulate your own opinion, and then say whatever you will. My opinion's not going to change. My opinion's my opinion. I absolutely adore this brand.
But we also do the good, bad, and ugly. So we should give our ugly. But I'm reaching to find
the cocktail bar.
Oh yeah, there's a really
that's the snooty.
It
is a very pretentious bar.
The bartenders think they're pretentious, but yeah. So that is So steer clear there if you want to avoid that. Great drinks, but I had to control myself when I was speaking to the cocktail waitress.
But that's really it.
Yeah, I can't even. I would honestly say if I had a bad thing to say. But no, and
gamble.
I think another thing they could do a little better too is the dining schedule.
Oh yeah.
Have an option. The first day there should be a window.
But they should have every cruise line now.
And they did accommodate us. Yeah. At the end of the day, they did accommodate us.
But every cruise line has the my time dining option. They unfortunately do not. They have two set times. 5:30 or 7:30. Yeah. Some other ships might be 5:45 or 7:45, but they would benefit a lot. There's 3 main dining rooms.
And who's to say that won't change in the future? Because again, they're a newer cruise line and they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
And Americans, we just on average do not show up on time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so our overall grade of MSC would be a solid.
I would say a solid A.
Solid A.
Yeah.
I'd give it.
And to give you a comparison, I would also give Royal a solid A.
And Norwegian.
I think that they're all solid cruise lines. But again, for me, I look at value for my dollar.
I would give Carnival a Z.
I would not rate Carnival.
Carnival's on the same line as Margaritaville for me.
I just don't have an opinion on Carnival. I've only been on a couple of their ships, but I would say, you know, there's other specialty cruise lines like Viking and like Princess and Celebrity and all that. Now, you can't compare that because you're paying twice as much money. It's like driving a Mercedes and comparing it to a Kia.
So, oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna give a point. So with the payment thing, so I would have, if this were back in 2012, 2014, I would have told everyone, sail Carnival. Why? Because the average price for like a 7-day sailing on Carnival for 2 people, after taxes and port fees, was $500 to $600. Now that's fair. That is a fair price for Carnival. And then they're justified with their fights, with everything that happens on Carnival.
They do have good food. They have great food.
The food is really good.
The food's really good. Because they're part of Princess is the best food I've ever had on a ship.
But see, you can justify charging $500 to $600 for a 7-day cruise on a shabby ship with great food.
Yeah.
And you're guaranteed to see a all-out brawl on the pool deck. That's fine. But when you are charging Icon of the Sea prices for your ships that are older than me, I'm like, you know what, Carnival?
And that's where it goes back to the value.
Yeah, I had my stint on Carnival. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm okay.
So don't assume just because you're booking like a Carnival or a Margaritaville, they will hook you with these prices, and that's not what you see advertised.
No, that's what I'm saying. Carnival isn't hooking them with prices anymore.
What you see advertised is like, oh, get on Carnival for like $300. Well, what they forget to tell you is it's their smallest ship from like 1991 that is you're hoping it doesn't fall into the ocean, and you're getting, whereas for the same price you might be able to go on a small Royal Caribbean ship or an MSC ship or a mega MSC ship, yeah, or something like that. So I leave you with this:
do your homework,
look at the value of what you're spending for what you're receiving.
And
I think MSC at this very time, at this moment in time, February of 2025, has one of the best prices for what you get.
Definitely.
Because Tony's parents, who are extremely loyal to Royal,
they already booked another.
They cruise like once a month. They love MSC. So don't think that just because the prices are good that you're not getting the value.
Yeah, like I said, just do your homework, do your research, formulate your own opinion. We're not telling you to listen to us. Just listen to me when I say this. Make your own opinion.
Yep.
Okay? Because we like us, my parents, and our friends from Canada, we know 100% that we had a good time. The rest of our group, we haven't really asked them, so we don't really know.
They look like they had a good time, yeah.
Okay. But they could have a different opinion than us, and we're on the same ship, we're on the same cruise. So just at least give it a shot. MSC is a great cruise line, and they're getting up there. These ships are gorgeous and
beautiful. I mean, we're talking Italian cruise. Like, Italians are great at design, and this is a sleek ship.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
So that's it. That's all we have for you. Bye.
Bye.